So I'm on here to talk about what low testosterone males do on a Sunday versus what I do now. I was a low testosterone male before when I had all my bad habits, but now I'm on the high end of the charts, and I feel good and I feel like I'm a man again. So I think that Sundays should be used as a launch pad instead of being sedative and sitting about and recovering. What the weak people are doing, they're recovering from a night out or they're still going. You just can't do this if you're looking to progress, and if you can't do this if you're wanting high testosterone, because alcohol, as you know, converts to estrogen, and it spikes estrogen in your body, so you don't want that. Telling themselves that they'll start tomorrow. Everybody always says on Monday I'll do this, but when does that ever really happen? How many times I told myself that is astronomical. They're thinking to themselves, this will never end, because they've been through the cycle that many times. They've maybe tried to take action half-heartedly, they've tried without a plan, and they've just thought to themselves, geez, I think this could be for the rest of my life. I had scary thoughts like that as well, just thinking to myself, wow, imagine I kept doing what I'm doing right now, where am I going to end up? And it was frightening for me, and it made me take action. Eating junk food, just eating processed stuff. I've phoned 3 different takeaways on a Sunday or a Monday, because I've been that ill with it. Chinese, Indian, Subways, McDonald's, everything, the full lot, eating all that different stuff in one day, maybe picking at it, hundreds of juice, chocolate, crisps, all that's just going to keep you dumb and keep you weak. A lot of weak people and people with low testosterone, they've got no plan in action, and that's why they stay like this, because with no plan, no clear execution to move forward, then where do you go? Action shows you the way, but you need to have a bit of structure, because if you try and half-heartedly act, you'll end up back to square one. So it always is good to go with a bit of structure. I wasted years trying with no structure at all until one day I finally had a bit of structure, and it all clicked for me. So what I do, I wake up fresh, of course. Now I don't drink. I've not drank since the 1st of January. So it's over 6 months now, nearly into 7 months. I work out always, or active recovery. So I was doing Wednesday and Sunday rest days there, but I sleep well and I eat well, so I recover quite well. And because I don't actually have a proper job as such, I like to go to the gym. It's a good. It's just good for me. It's good for my mentality as well. I've wrote workout or active recovery. So go and do your workout, but if your muscles are too sore, if your body's asking for a rest, do some active recovery. Go to the gym and stretch. It's still productive. Go for a light jog or an incline walk. Just go to the gym and loosen up. Even getting to the gym is better than sitting about the house. Sometimes last week it was weird. I got to the gym and I was basically there for half an hour and I just didn't know what I was doing. I was stretching and stuff like that, but my body was knackered. That was probably one of the days that I should have just lay in house, because I always do active recovery and I'm always in the gym. So that would have probably been a good day for me to lie about. Learn through reading books. So you need to take in new knowledge, because the knowledge that you've got just now it's what you've been taught. It's through news, it's through your peers, it's a lot of the time it's through people that aren't where you want to be in life. I tend not to listen to anybody that isn't where I want to be in life, or that's level peggings with me, or obviously down below me. I don't listen to anybody like that. Anybody that's where I want to be, that's who I take notes from, or anybody that's a good bit further than me, I take bits from their path, because I've noticed that people that are further on than me, they're older than me, but they're not where I want to be, and when they try and teach me stuff, I have to take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, there could be good things in it, but I can see their faults, and that's not me downgrading anybody or that, it's just being honest. I also review my goals as well. I do this daily, but it is good on a Sunday as well. So on my goals, I write my goals out in the present tense, so it's the law of attraction, so you manifest them basically. I write them out in the present tense, 2 major goals, just to keep reminding myself of them. I write them out morning and night. And basically what it does is it installs it into your subconscious mind, and you work towards them daily. It helps you a lot with that. Planning my week ahead. So after I've reviewed my goals, then it's a clear path for me for what I need to do. Plan my week ahead. I put it into manageable steps. When I was working, it was a bit harder. I did do sober for 2 months and stuff like that, just 2 months and 10 weeks and done things like this. It's a wee bit easier now that I don't have a 9 to 5 job that I don't like going to. But when I was in the mud, I used to plan my week ahead. Obviously, when you've got work, you need to factor that in. You need to factor if you're going to the gym before work or after work. You have to maybe schedule in a bit of meditation, or your reading, and your shopping as well. Because when you go to work, as you know, if you're stressed at work, if you've got a busy day, it's so easy just to eat junk. You know what I mean? If you're driving by a Greggs or there's a Subway around the corner, Subway's not the worst. But McDonald's and stuff like that, it's quick and easy. You know what I mean? You're just worried about work, but your health is your wealth. A fit body leads to a fit mind, you know what I mean, a clear mind. Of course you need to work in the mind as well. As I mentioned there, meditation, maybe 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, just slows you down. You're not as reactive. When something pops up, it'll not be a roadblock for you, it'll just be a hurdle. You'll be able to get over it, see it for what it is. So this is how you can up your testosterone and start living better week to week. So you need to put in place tasks and habits that make you grow. A good way to start with this is cutting out your bad habits, because you need to clear the path. There's tons of junk in front of you right now. You need to start brushing things off to the side so you can actually walk forward. Definitely need to get your old habits out of the way. That's what's shackling your ankles right now. And then you can start filtering in habits that make you grow. When you've cleared the path, then I think that's a good time to so you can swap habits as well, I think. But when you clear the path, habits are a wee bit easier to work with. So, and I've also wrote, don't give into the Sunday culture. So everybody says it's a Sunday and they want to lounge about, or they want to. It's good to go for nice walks and stuff like that, but lounging about and eating junk and thinking it's just a Sunday, I want to chill before I go back to work tomorrow, it's not the thing. You need to catapult your Sundays into ways of thinking about how your next week can be better. You've got to start believing in yourself. Just mentioned the other Sunday culture. When you're lying about on your couch on the Sunday and stuff like that, your brainwaves and stuff like that, your frequency, you'll all be low, your vibes will be low, you'll not be thinking about maybe progressing so much or what you're actually capable of. You need to start believing in yourself. You need to start making slight changes. You need to go and start pushing yourself to do things that are hard. You definitely need to start believing in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to? I've been delusional since I was young. I used to tell myself that I was going to be a millionaire when I was in high school. Delusion's good. I think I will become a millionaire. I think I'm 22, I've got a lot of time. You really need to start believing in yourself. You can't, just because you see people around about you, they're not doing anything with their life, that can't be you as well. You need to move away from the norm. A good way to look at it is, what do the masses do? The masses drink alcohol and take drugs, sit in front of the telly, they eat junk, they go to football stadiums. I think the football stadiums are like coliseums back in the day. It was just used for a pastime to keep all the dumb people just watching. I used to love football, but I think I've kind of seen it for what it is. I just don't understand how some people can be so passionate about a football team, don't put money in their pocket, they just don't care about you at all. And it puts your life in a hold, I think, like spending too much time in a football team. I still kind of maybe would go to the odd football game, but definitely wouldn't be my number one concern in life. Take action. If nothing changes. I've got a list of plans. I've got a kind of alpha mindset plan that took me out the mud. Actionable steps in there as well. It took me from being addicted to drinking drugs to living in Thailand now and living the life that I want. I've got a natural testosterone boosting guide. Every modern day man needs, that's without a doubt. And I've also got a fat loss guide that's structured on keeping your energy levels stable and your hormones intact. And the last one is I've got a training programme for muscle building foundations. Also, I'll coach people online as well. If there's any areas that I just mentioned there that you're looking to develop in, please do get in contact with me. Even if I share some free information with you and just try and help you spur on, I'm happy to do that, because I've got a genuine passion for helping people and seeing them grow. So I'll link my Instagram here where you can reach me there, but please do subscribe to the channel and like the video, it'll help me a lot. I'm trying to get the videos a wee bit more exciting as well. I know I'm just sitting in my room right now, but I'm living in Thailand, so I'm going to try and document that a bit better as well.